Good morning, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Thank y'all so much for tapping back in to see what I have to say. I promise y'all, it truly does mean the world to me. But with that being said, what are we talking about? We're talking about Quant Network in this one, okay, you guys? Listen, I know y'all been waiting on this. When I got this news 2 days ago, y'all, Quant Network is literally becoming the foundation of digital finance. Quant Network is literally, you guys, becoming the backbone of the banking infrastructure. Okay, y'all, this news about these leading UK banks now openly tapping into Quant Network's technology is incredible. We're talking about players like HSBC, NatWest, Santander, Nationwide, Lloyd's banking group. Like these all under the umbrella of UK finance. You guys, listen, and for Quant Network to be right there, providing the programmability for these tokenized deposits, truly understand and see what a tokenized deposit is. We're talking about the money that you and we're talking about commercial bank money now being tokenized, pulled onto some type of blockchain ledgering system in some way, and instantly sent and received literally via Web3 processes. This is not hype. This is not speculation. This is truly happening right now in 2025. I keep telling you guys, this is the year of foundation being laid. This is the year that the foundation has already been decided on to be announced publicly. Because that's what's happening right now. We are now starting to see public announcements of years of hard work and dedication in the background, building out these companies, countries, central banks, and commercial bank back-end Web3 processes. Okay, you guys, blockchain and distributed ledger technologies, the fourth industrial revolution, the financial layer of the fourth industrial revolution. Okay, you guys, follow me on this. So before we jump into the actual news, for anyone that's not sure exactly what a tokenized deposit is, I have a 40-second clip explaining what a tokenized deposit is. Okay, you guys, this comes from my boy Brandon HBARBULL, and I will be right back.
So tokenized deposits are digital representations of commercial bank deposits issued on a layer 1 like hedera. Unlike stablecoins, they are direct liabilities of a regulated bank and fully backed by traditional fiat deposits. There are certainly trade-offs between the two, but make no mistake, they are direct competitors. And with the stablecoin market currently sitting at $250 billion and inevitably growing into the trillions, that competition is definitely going to heat up. Some of the benefits of tokenized deposits is it's easier to pay yield. They would be insured by things like FDIC or foreign equivalents. And of course, they would be backed, promoted, and preferred by the banks. Now, I understand how some crypto purists might cringe at the mention of banks, but my point is these instruments shouldn't be ignored, and considering the impact stablecoins are having, this comparable fiat alternative could establish a massive footprint.
Now, you guys see that this is literally commercial bank money, our deposits being tokenized. The difference between that and that stable coin is a public company that is taking in your money, converting it into a stable coin, and buying treasuries to secure it. The difference is this is already secured by the banking structure. I say that for a reason, because as these Web3 processes start to play out more and more, you're going to get more of your traditional, your older millennial, your boomers, and even if you have the generation but before the boomers that's still alive. So think of it in this lens. They're going to go with the entity that they already trust. It'll be your younger guys, your younger millennials, your Gen Zers, your Gen X, your alphas. They'll be the ones with the circle and the, going with USDT and all of these stable coins. But when it comes to your parents and grandparents, they are going to trust the money that's being supplied by their bank. And when their bank says that they're now tokenizing deposits, think about it. They're not using the word crypto at all. Tokenized deposits, only thing, and that they're moving faster and they're moving cheaper. They're going to gravitate towards it, you guys. And to see that Quant Network is right there, facilitating infrastructure. Because I got a video about Quant Net coming out too. But this one we gonna stick with these tokenized deposits in these UK banks, you guys, openly utilizing Quant Network's technology. Okay. In this next video, it is going to be a tweet coming from Gilbert Verdian himself. Okay, you guys, talking about this announcement of Quant and the involvement of these major banks and the tokenization of their processes. You guys, it's happening. It truly is happening right now. We have a front row seat to something that is going to be incredible over the next few years, okay? But here we go. This first video, or this next video, coming from my boy Maximus Crypto. Bro, you rock, and I will be right back.
Like Gilbert Verdian. Like it says here, he's delighted to announce that Quant Network has been selected to create the new payments infrastructure and bank technology of the United Kingdom's tokenized sterling deposits. Now that is referred to as the GBTD. It's a groundbreaking financial market infrastructure initiative led by UK Finance, in collaboration with major banks including Lloyd's, Barclays, HSBC, NatWest, Santander, and Nationwide. Our technology has been chosen. Look at what it says here. Chosen for its proven capabilities. Some people get so frustrated with how long it takes for things to get done with Quant, but understand that things need to be tried and tested for a reason. Gilbert points out proven capabilities in interconnecting and interoperating diverse systems and enabling programmability across different forms of money, building on our successful delivery during the RLN's initial experimentation phase. This milestone goes beyond improving payments. It's about enabling new forms of programmable money that will fundamentally transform how value is moved and managed.
Now, y'all just saw that tweet from Gilbert, okay? Truly understand. I know Gilbert was so happy when he was finally able to actually tell the world this information. Like, for real, you guys, this realm of Web3 that is being built out right now, and for us to know the infrastructure layer. Remember what they called themselves. Remember what their new title is. They are the universal interoperability layer. Truly understand what those words mean. The universal interoperability layer. They truly have coupled themselves with countries, real-time gross settlement systems, y'all. We're talking about all the money that flows through that country. Really see what Quant Network is building out and has built out. I brought you videos about all of these things. Truly, that's what Project Meridian was. Project Meridian coming out of the Bank of International Settlements, the innovation hub. That was the country's real-time gross settlement systems. And who was right there? Quant Network. Okay, you guys? But here we go. We are now getting ready to actually dive into the Quant Network announcement that was on the actual Quant Network site. It's a little AI. Bear with me, you guys, because the words matter. When they say things like banks will not have to change anything about their infrastructure, you just literally, it's a software as a service, essentially. You literally download this software into your processes. You have your back-end developers do this. That's why all those developer hubs were so important, them getting those connections these past few years, Quant Network, and all those integrations with all those developer hubs around the world that we've already brought you and talked about. That's why that was so important. But to know that they can now just, the same people that are already in-house, that already work in their tech department, can now onboard this software as a service into their infrastructure, and they will seamlessly be able to tap into Web3 processes, tap into this ISO 20022 standard, and be completely regulatory compliant. Follow me on this, okay, you guys? What Quant Network has done is incredible. Here we go, coming from the Quant site, and I will be right back.
Quant selected to deliver infrastructure for UK's tokenized sterling deposits project. London, UK, September 26. Quant has been selected by UK Finance and a consortium of leading commercial banks to provide the technology underpinning the UK's new tokenized sterling deposits (GBTD) project, a groundbreaking financial market infrastructure initiative running until mid-2026. The initiative, led by UK Finance in collaboration with Barclays, HSBC, Lloyd's Banking Group, NatWest, Nationwide and Santander, will test how tokenized commercial bank deposits can improve payments, settlement, and fraud protection across the economy. Supporting firms include Quant, and Linklaters. Building on its successful delivery in the first phase of the Regulated Liability Network, RLN, in 2024, Quant will provide the programmable money infrastructure for live transactions of tokenized deposits. This includes advanced programmable payments and interoperability across bank ledgers, RTGS, faster payments, open banking, and tokenized deposit platforms. Tokenized deposits are a digital representation of sterling commercial bank money. They retain the trust and regulatory protections of conventional deposits, while offering programmability, enhanced speed, and stronger fraud protection. 3 transformative use cases will be tested: online marketplace payments, programmable payments designed to reduce fraud and boost confidence between buyers and sellers; remortgaging processes, streamlining property transactions, improving transparency, and mitigating conveyancing fraud; wholesale bond settlement, accelerating clearing and settlement of digital assets through instant delivery versus payment, DVP, with a single pool of liquidity. The project aims to demonstrate tangible benefits for consumers, businesses, and the wider UK economy. Gilbert Verdian, founder and CEO of Quant, said, "Being selected for GBTD marks a pivotal step in the UK's financial evolution. This milestone goes beyond improving payments. It's about enabling new forms of programmable money that will fundamentally transform how value is moved and managed." Our involvement underscores Quant's leadership in digital finance, as we work alongside the UK's leading institutions to build the infrastructure powering tomorrow's economy. Jana McIntosh, Managing Director at UK Finance, said, "This project is a powerful example of industry collaboration to deliver next-generation payments for the benefit of customers and businesses, and an opportunity for the UK to lead globally in setting standards for tokenized money." The same technology driving Quant's proprietary Pay script engine and Overledger technologies will form the foundation of the GBTD platform, which will be built with compliance with ISO 20022 international standards to provide a secure, interoperable, and scalable solution designed for regulated financial environments.
I know that was a little AI, but y'all, words matter. And I hope you guys tuned in and really listened to the words from that press release, because those words that were just said will literally be the start of something incredible, because banks no longer have to fear Web3 processes as these laws like the Clarity Act go into place and the Genius Act go active and live. They now have a space where they can seamlessly tap into a regulatory compliant standard and still do business like they do today. Understand what's happening right now, okay, you guys? Like, this is an incredible time to be in Web3 and to know that we now have real institutional capital that's getting ready to flow through these networks. It's going to be an insane time. But I have an interview coming from all of those players, all of those banks, talking about this infrastructure layer that was being laid. Okay, you guys, this has been a methodic plan. This has been a roadmap. They have been working on this in the background quietly for quite some time. And now we have moved off of their private permissioned blockchains into the real space of you and I. And they are starting with the money with things like tokenized deposits in the banks that we already know and trust. Follow me on this, okay, you guys? And I will be right back.
Financial services sector touches the lives of everyone in our country, and with continued innovation, we can ensure our industry will meet the evolving needs of UK consumers and businesses. In December 2023, 11 industry participants in the UK Regulated Liability Network experimentation phase came together to build on the work we have done to date and explore the potential value of tokenised commercial bank money for the UK's financial services industry.
The provision of money to our customers is a team effort with our peers, innovators and authorities. In the RLN team, we learned how to enable new functions for payments. We explored how to safely and sustainably deliver a platform for innovation, providing functionality not currently available in the market, that customers, businesses, innovators, banks, and other financial institutions will value.
The payments industry faces a critical moment in time as we look ahead to the future infrastructure and investment decisions. Across the industry, we've much to be proud of, and over the years we've delivered many new innovations in payment capabilities, from faster payments to contactless payments to open banking and much more. But as technologies evolve and people's habits change, we must continue to innovate to meet our customers' needs. Building payment tools and features that make it easier for customers to manage their money while enabling greater flexibility and choice is really important.
RLN has been a valuable and voluntary industry collaboration to drive innovation compared to being driven solely by regulatory demand. This latest use of blockchain technology has shown great results, creating better and safer outcomes for consumers with a more resilient infrastructure.
The experimentation phase has been a fantastic opportunity to collaborate with the industry to evaluate the diverse use cases and technical approaches for new regulated forms of programmable money. So, whether it's buying a house, trading a tokenized bond, or making a purchase from an online marketplace, programmable payments can foster greater trust, security, and confidence for all parties involved.
This platform's foundational capabilities hold the promise of enabling numerous future business applications, envisaged and crafted by the innovator community. During this phase, we have delved into an initial subset of these applications, highlighting the platform's potential. We look forward to further collaboration with the innovator community to expand and build upon the subset.
The vision for this project is profound. Imagine being able to hold your money in whichever form you chose, in a regular bank account, perhaps as an innovative new tokenized deposit, maybe in the future as a digital pound, and yet having the complete freedom to spend it however you chose, without having to know or care how the recipient chooses to hold their money.
We wanted to ensure singleness of money, so the system was connected to a simulated RTGS, simulated retail CBDC, and to an open banking simulator to cover all the forms of money that are available today.
We are delighted to have participated in the UK RLN experimentation phase. Collaborating with UK finance and community members was an enriching experience. The insights we gained during this phase was valuable for the possible next steps of digital money infrastructure development in a sustainable and scalable way.
The work carried out as part of the experimentation phase sought to validate the viability of that vision. And as part of the legal workstream, we examined the core legal and regulatory requirements to establish the platform for innovation. The headline conclusion was that the feasibility in principle of establishing the platform for innovation within current laws and regulations was established without material blockers being identified. Now that does remain subject to specific future implementation, which could also take into account regulatory engagement across a number of important areas. And so all of this work and the broader work conducted as part of the experimentation workstream really lays the foundations for the implementation of the platform for innovation and the future of payments in the UK.
This was a truly collaborative effort, bringing together an impressive set of private sector institutions, together with leading consulting, legal and technology partners, and openly driving engagement with industry bodies and regulatory authorities.
We're incredibly excited about the concept and potential to enhance payments and settlements in the UK. It's really positive to see the industry coming together to deliver this. It's been a pleasure for EY to be involved in this phase of work following the involvement in all previous phases. And we look forward to continuing to collaborate with the industry in the future.
We believe in the future that money and infrastructure will be tokenized. The UK payments market is at a pivotal point in time to define its future as part of that tokenization debate. And RLN, led through private sector collaboration, has demonstrated how today's payments infrastructure could be enhanced to foster innovation, transparency and programmability whilst maintaining regulatory standards and anchoring the role of sterling in the economy.
The RLN concept brings together industry participants with a common goal to make sure that the entire sovereign currency system meets the needs of the rapidly developing digital economy. If tokenization is to deliver its full benefits, then adoption is critical. That means establishing a consensus across the public and private sectors. The UK RLN experimentation phase has been a great vehicle to collaboratively explore the integration of tokenized financial instruments into the UK payments landscape.
And finally, we wanted to create a path forward in partnership with government and regulators to unlock the benefits of digital technologies and the role of money in society.
Y'all, I'm sorry if that was a little bit long, but listen, words matter. And you have people in key positions telling you, literally telling you what is happening right now, okay, you guys? And that video was from the RLN from a year plus ago. So to see what they talked about a year ago is now being fully implemented into the actual public sector today. This is how these announcements work. This is why I tell you guys, when announcements happen and nothing pops with the price, don't worry about that. Let that announcement take roots. Let that announcement get nice and strong underneath the ground. So when it finally does break through the ground and you start to see the fruits of that, you start to see the actual stems grow and the bark grow and it flourishes into this beautiful tree. That's what's happening right now. The ground has just been broken. In the next few years, you will see the growth of this tree and all the branches and all the leaves that are forming on this tree. And to know that we had a front row seat at the table before the roots even took stock into the ground. And to know that we're getting ready to see something be birthed, something grow, something that is infrastructure. That's why I use a tree, because trees are generational. You know, a tree will start growing this year and that same tree will still be here 100 years from now. And what Quant Network literally is becoming the roots of that tree to be a reality. And it's not hype. It's not speculation. It's not what we trying to do. It's not a roadmap in some, obscure Web3 that every time the roadmap comes, it's always pushed back more. They're doing live demos this week at Sibos. Like, truly see that this is happening right now in 2025. And to understand what that means for 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029, 2030, and beyond, after those roots have taken place and the groundbreaking of multiple trees around the world continues to grow and get stronger and create more and more of a covering of shade around the world. Truly see that mass adoption of this technology is happening. It's just like a small tree. A small tree gives you a small amount of shade. But as the tree grows and the limbs get longer and the branches get longer and the leaves get bigger, there's more and more shade casted across a larger space. And that's what's happening, where there's a small subsection of the economies globally that are operating in the realm of Web3. But as these banks and these stable coins continue to mint these as far as the stable coins, as far as these fintech players that we know, love, and trust, like our Hederas and our Ripples or XRP or XLM or XDCs and IOTAs, but also with these tokenized deposits, the entities that we already know and trust, like a Nationwide, a Santander, a Lloyd's banking group, so forth and so on, a HSBC. Truly understand and see that the realm of Web3 branches are now starting to grow. And we have a front row seat watching it all unfold. And we have the foresight to have something like a QNT. We have something like a HBAR and an XRP or XLM or XDC or IOTA or Jasmy or VChain or ADA. Understand and truly see what is happening right now when you have these regulatory compliant projects that are starting to now publicly couple themselves to the largest entities in the world, that are now saying their names by name out loud and proudly. Understand what that means for the real Web3 companies that are facilitating the infrastructure that the world will run its financial rails on. Okay, you guys? Quant Network, I'm going to keep saying it. It is the opportunity of a lifetime in my eyes. Okay? So I won't hold y'all, just know that we're here. I'm here with you, and everything that we've been talking about is finally starting to come into fruition. And I could not be more happier. Okay, you guys, if you made it all the way through this entire video, type in tokenized deposits, because what Quant Network is doing for those 6 major banks in the UK under the umbrella of UK Finance, with them tokenizing those bank deposits, truly putting a real world use case into play, is incredible. And the fruit that will be birthed from these moves are going to be spectacular. Okay, you guys, to the next time, y'all already know, I truly appreciate you. Made it all the way through, type in tokenized deposits. That's how I know you rocking with your boy. Okay, y'all. Peace out.